Yes. Hi. Yeah. Thanks for calling. In about a few moments. Yeah, I'm going to be doing it. Why? Oh, I know. I know. Well, it comes with the territory. I guess people weren't. They didn't respond very well to that one. Well, look, we can get into that another time, but I really have something important to do. Like I'm about to like start my review on this other. What? No, no, I watched that. I can't talk about that here. Can we can we just talk about that another time? Not right now. Okay. Yeah. So of course I'll do that. I'll be as nice as I can. I look. That's the nature, I guess. Like we've had this discussion before. I can't get into it any further. Okay. All right. I'll take your advice. I'll be as nice as I can be. But it is, a, an opinion based review show, right? Okay. Uh, no, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that you're stupid. Did you hear me say that? No. Okay. Look, can we not? Okay, we'll have to do this another time because I can't right now. Okay. All right. Okay. I will. Yes. That's yeah. If the package comes, just accept it, and that'll be fine. Yeah. I can't get into. Can we just do this another time? Okay. All right. I said I had to go about, I don't know, 4 or 5 times now. All right. Thank you. All right. I love you too. All right. Bye. Bye. Sorry about that, everyone out there. Um, just happened to coincide with the filming and the recording of this video. Welcome. Welcome back. I hope you guys have enjoyed your day and you're enjoying it so far, whatever time of day it is, wherever you are. And, welcome and welcome back. Thank you very much for visiting my channel. And today I'm going to, be reviewing a movie that won many awards. It won so many awards back in 2012. It won the Bram Stoker Award, and it won the British Fantasy Award, and it won the Fangoria Chainsaw Award, the Golden Trailer Award, the San Diego Films Critics Society Award. It's this movie that is just like, what can I say? It's like it has these amazing five characters, and it takes place in the woods in the cabin. It's actually called The Cabin in the Woods, and it's just well, what can I say? It's this movie that is gory and it's scary and it's it's has all these twists and turns and it really it's a movie that keeps you um, you know, I would say, completely not entangled, but mesmerized, and you become like there's an enchanted spell that comes over you. And no, I'm just kidding. I really don't like this movie. I don't. Now I know there's a lot of people out there who will probably stumble upon this video, and when they watch it, they'll say, "This little Paula Horrors guy does not know what he's talking about." And that's fine too. Like everybody has their opinion. This is my opinion, and on my show, it's my opinion that I express, my viewpoint, my analysis, or my reaction towards a horror movie that I watched, or that I presently watched, or that I watched in the past. And Cabin in the Woods is one of those movies that people agree, a lot of people think is a great movie, and I didn't like it. Now, It's a movie. We'll get into the specifics. The Cabin in the Woods was a movie that came out on April the 13th, 2012. So it'll be celebrating its 12 years anniversary in no, I wouldn't say 12 years. Wow, my math is really bad. Well, it'll be celebrating its anniversary. Math was never really my subject. It'll be celebrating its anniversary very soon. Actually, it did. It passed, I believe. Yes. So who cares about anniversaries? Okay, it came out on April the 12th. April the 13th of 2012, and it was directed by Drew Goddard, and it was written along by Drew Goddard and Joss Whedon, who came together and wrote this story. Now, I love Joss Whedon. I loved Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and I loved the Avengers. I love his what he puts out, like basically his movies, any type of movie. So whether it be a television movie, a horror movie, I do love Joss Whedon. I just did not like this movie. Now, why didn't I like this movie? Well, before we go into this, let me tell you about the cast of the movie. And I will tell you their real name, the name in the movie, and what their role is in the movie, because it's extremely important to know what the role is in the movie because it's part of the storyline. So we have Kristen Connolly, who plays Dana Polk, who is a college student. She's designated as the Virgin. Then we have Chris Hemsworth, who plays Kurt Vaughn, and he is a sociology major and the football jock, and he is designated as the athlete. From there, we have Anna Hutchison, and she plays Jules Loudon. She is a pre-medical college student, and she's also Kurt's girlfriend, and she is designated as the whore. Then we have Fran Kranz, who is Marty, plays Marty Mikulski, and he is designated as the fool. Then we have Jesse Williams, and who plays Holden McRae, and he is designated as the scholar. And then at the end, we have Sigourney Weaver, and Sigourney Weaver is the director of the facility. Now, excuse me. That was disgusting, and I do apologize about that. But there was a hair on my tongue, and I had to take it off. Anyway, so the movie goes on by... so the movie is based on these 5 characters that go to a cabin in the woods. Now, the story is... The basis of the story revolves around these underground, I guess you would say, government-run institutions that control certain paranormal activity or squash certain paranormal activity that occurs around the world. And in order for the world and society, well, we'll say the world as a whole, the world, for it to continue to, run life and daily life as per usual, sacrifices have to be made in blood to these underground, I would say, well, they call them like deities, underground deities, but they are, supernatural. And in order for them to be in control, in order for them to be appeased, these sacrifices have to be made. So the sacrifice of the virgin, the sacrifice of the athlete, the sacrifice of the whore, the sacrifice of the fool, and the sacrifice of the scholar. Okay. So in order for the world not to be destroyed by these malevolent beings, humanity strikes up a deal with them, and they say, listen, once in a while what we're going to do is we're going to kill these types of people, offer their blood as sacrifice, so that I can be able to go to school the next day or go to my job or, take the train and go watch a movie or spend time with my girlfriend or my boyfriend or whatever. That's, let society run as normal, because the real people that control, or the real entities that control the world, are these supernatural evil entities. All right. Okay. So then these characters, by the way, are very one-dimensional, and they play their characters in a one-dimensional way. So the virgin will play the virgin, the fool will play the fool, the whore will play the whore, the athlete will play the athlete, and the scholar will play the scholar. There is no, there's no three-dimensional character portrayal in this. It's basically, this is who I am, this is the character I'm supposed to play. Put the blinders on and just look towards the camera or look towards the ending of this film and just keep on doing it. I did not like that. I just thought that was ridiculous and very stereotypical and very misogynistic at times. But, that's just my outlook. There's like too much toxic masculinity on one side. There's like this unneeded misogynistic viewpoint on the other, and everything in between is just stereotypically stupid. So from there, they go to these 5 that are selected throughout the whole world. Okay, go to this cabin, and they go underground. They go into the basement. One person finds a book, says an incantation. These pheromones are released. From there, and then these zombies come to life, and then there's another scene where they're upstairs in the cabin, and they're drinking, and the whore is there, oh, look at me, I'm gonna dance, and they're all drinking. All the guys are just watching her, and they're all getting drunk, and kind of getting completely excited, if you know what I mean, because they're watching her dancing, and then they're playing like, I dare you to make out with this head of a wolf on the mantle, and just start making out with it. Okay, and she's like drinks, and she's like, oh, look at me, I'm gonna start dancing, and I'm gonna go up to you, like, oh, look at you, you're so cute, you're so fine. Like, what? Like, what? Okay, so there's this back and forth of stupidity, and then from there they go outside. The jock with his girlfriend, they start having sex, and then these zombies come about and they kill the whore, and then he tries to get away, and then there's all of these things that are happening. They're being attacked, and they're trying to get off trying to get away from the cabin in the woods. And the part that I laughed my butt off, laughed so hard, was when Chris Hemsworth tries to escape with a motorcycle and then smashes into a force field. Okay, so he smashes into the force field and he dies. So then they have to go back to the cabin, and then, long story short, the people that are left are the fool and the virgin. They discover the underground facility. They are surrounded by the guards. They release these monsters that they found inside there. There's like all these monsters that look like they're entrapped inside these glass cases that look like, the demonic version of Hollywood Squares. And then they, bust out these monsters, and the monsters go and they kill all these people, all of the guards. And then they get into another secret passageway, and they go down the stairs, and then something surprising happens, and so disappointing to me. I hear this voice that I recognize, and these steps that are coming closer and closer and closer to the fool and the virgin. And then appears an actress that I love so much, Sigourney Weaver, who plays the director of this facility, and then explains to them that in order for the gods to be appeased and these underground, malevolent beings to be appeased, and the bargain that they struck up with them, I don't know, at some at some meeting. I don't know. How do you strike up a bargain with deities? I don't know. Like if they're extratemporal or supernatural, what do you do? Do you make an appointment? Do you, I don't know, decide that you're going to meet for coffee somewhere and have some donuts and croissants with some cafe lattes and sit down, and they're like about 20 feet tall, and because if you watch the movie, you'll understand what I mean by 20 feet tall. And you're this little, ant in front of them. And you're like, now listen, in order for the world not to die, this is the agreement that we came up with, and you have to sign it. And I know that our pencils and our pens are not very big. So all you could do is just lick your thumb and just put your thumbprint on the contract. So now and again, we'll kill these people. So we'll kill a virgin, we'll kill a whore, a scholar, a fool, an athlete. We'll just kill all these people and sacrifice their blood so that the world doesn't end. And this is what she describes to them. Okay. Now I understand there's creativity. Sometimes creativity can be induced by something. But I'm not saying that it was. I'm just saying that it can be. So then there's this scuffle. Sigourney Weaver gets killed. And then, just by chance, the fool has a joint with him. Some crazy ass weed, some chronic with him, And they said, you know what? We didn't kill each other, so the prophecy is not fulfilled, or the agreement. We'll say the agreement. We might as well just die getting high. All right. And then at the end, this huge hand just breaks right through the facility and then just slams down, and that's the end. Just stops right there. I just found it ridiculous. Like, the whole premise behind it was, not only do you have a storyline that I just found to be, it's funny, but it's stupid funny. For me, it didn't invoke this type of interest that made me feel that this movie merited further attention. But I gave it anyway because I tried to like it. I really did. I tried. I watched it 5 times. And I regretted it every single time I did. But I tried, because even with those movies I don't like, I try to watch them again and again to see if there was something that I missed. Maybe my mind would change. And I'll give you a perfect example of that. It's not a horror movie. It's The Matrix Resurrections. I watched that movie twice. Oh, I've seen it 3 times. The first 2 times I hated it. And then the third time I loved it. I thought it was a fantastic movie. And I didn't think that it got the merit that it deserved, because, again, I pushed myself to see maybe I could see it in a different way. And it happened. It does happen. But I think after 5 times, maybe I should try the 6th. Or the 7th. Or the 8th. It's free, so maybe. If I decide to. But for those reasons, for the fact that I find it to be a ridiculous storyline, I find the characters to be too one-dimensional. I find them to be stereotypically overly there's too much toxic masculinity on one side, and there's like unneeded and unwarranted misogynistic viewpoints on the other. And I just found that the premise of the story was like, the premise of the story was basically to think about, I guess, my viewpoint again is to be happy that we don't have these types of, or maybe we do, who knows, these types of, malevolent supernatural beings that are somehow tied up with our government to make sure that we're not going to die. Am I going to be the fool? Maybe I'm going to be the fool. that will be sacrificed. Or maybe you will be. Or you're one of the other characters. This is getting really weird really fast. So from there, I'm going to tell you, if you want to watch this movie, go ahead. If you think that this movie was fantastic and you've already watched it, tell me why you think it was fantastic. If you watch this movie and you agree with me, tell me why you think it wasn't fantastic. Leave a comment down below. Like, subscribe, thumbs up, thumbs down. Share the channel. You know, as I mentioned before, small little person, small little channel on a really big, huge platform. So please share it out. I hope you enjoy my commentary. I try to make it as interesting as I possibly can. So again, thank you for visiting. And I want to wish you all a very good day. And until the next time, enjoy the show.